Right, we're going to start putting bits together. Just to show them, I've actually cleaned up these parts here with these sinkholes. I don't know if you'll see them, but you won't now anyway. So they've been done, and what we're going to do now is put some bits on. So I'm going to get into this. I've cleaned all these bits up. So what we've got here though is this one, and there it is, and it goes on this side. So I've got to get this one over here. And this is it. I'm going to put a little dab of glue on here, just a dab, and put it into place. And oops, that's good, really good there. Into the slot. I'll just put a little bit of glue inside there, and then bring it over a bit. Oops. And it's there. There you go, that's that one. It's got to be lined up there. And that's one. And then we go to the other side and put that one on that side. It's because it goes over here, and we'll do again. I'll just run a little, whoops, too much, and do that one, and it clicked into place. Oops, sort of clicked into place. Yep, that's got to go over a bit more, I think. That's better. That's much better. I'm going to sand that bit later, but there you go. So there's two in, and now this one now has got to go. So we've got to have the bigger one. That's the A. And I'll duplicate, so I'm going to have the A one is. Do this it. The A goes there, or it can go in. There we go. That's B. That's A. So the A goes nearest this one. So I'm going to do this one. So it doesn't matter which one we go really. So I'm going to put this into. Oops. Right, here we go. I'm going to do this again. Oops, put it in there. It. Gone into place. Oh, look at that, I'll move that one. That's a bit silly, wasn't it? I couldn't have got enough glue on it. All goes wrong when you're doing it on camera. There you go. Back in business. Yep, that's that one. So now we've got another one, which is where do I put that? It's in there. Muddled them up a bit, I think. Yep, that proves that one. So this one is going to go here. Next to this one. that one. Now we're going to get these two on. This is going to be here. Oops. It's going to be this there. I'm not happy with this. It just seems a bit odd. So we've got to line up. I can put a couple of shells on it, or a shell on in a minute, just to see. They look level now. I'm going to get a shell just out of interest. If I can get into my box. There you go. And it goes that way. Yep. And then yep. Just turn that one slightly, and yep, that's the way, and we've got it soft sussed, so we've got to do the other ones now, and there it is. Can do the same with this one. There we go. Now I'm going to shell again. One, two, right. Oh. Whoops. Yep, they're okay. Oh, no, let's forget that one there. Right, we've got to now add number Q1, which is this part here, into the turret, and it goes, there is a lines in there, so I'm just going to put some glue on this part here, which is a lifting lug for when they take the turret off. I'm going to do that, and it goes there. Now, got to lift it up a bit further. And there it is, in position. I'm just going to add a little bit more down there. And going to get it a bit more straight. Bang on, there you go. Right, that's that bit done. And then we've got these 4 bits to go on. And these look like levers. So, right, but they go, which way do they go? They go inwards. So I'm going to pull this round out and put two on here, then 2 the other side. Difficult ones first. Put a bit of glue in onto that. It's funny, you think you get it level and you don't, so that's great. Let's come out. Right, it's gone in the hole perfectly this time. That's it, now we'll do the other one. Do another one. I'll use pinchers this time. Or tweezers, I should go. Well, they are pinchers really, because they pinch if you hurt yourself. Right, there we go. There you go. Come back up and come back in. And that's easy. Sometimes it's easier with my fingers. Put a bit of glue into there and then give it a good push. Ooh, lucky I didn't do any damage. Whoops, I'm fingers and thumbs tonight. She have to pack up, I think. There you go, that's 2 in. Done. Got to do the other 2 now. I'm going to go the other way around. Well, the same way around, but on the opposite way. Up, tack. No, it's not got gone into the hole quite as good as it should do. has now. I think it's really, I think it's slightly bigger than the part sometimes. Right. Whoops. I think that's got in. No, it's not quite. I'm going to put a bit more glue in there. Just and tap in there. And I'll be able to wiggle it around. So I'm sticking to it. It's quite warm tonight. Now, get it down a bit low. Not happy with that. Still not happy. Now I am. Yep, I've got one more to do now, and I'm going to call it quits. Right, there we go. And you can see with my hands in the way. Right, that's gone in about right. I'm just going to put a bit more glue in so it gets in, bonds it a bit better. Yep, done. So the shine is where I've actually moulded the plastic together after sanding, so, but as you know, the shells have covered that up. So that bit is done now, and that's what it looks like. And there you go. Right then, I think that'll be it now. So that bit I've got a spray to do anyway. I've got the 3D point, I prefer that, so that's okay. So we've actually done all this, and we're now going to be starting on step 20. Right, that's it then. I'll catch you in the next segment. Right, back in there. I think I showed this in the last video. That's been done now. Cleaned all those bits and pieces. That's okay. The segment I mean, so that's okay. What I've done is I've looked at this part, which is D1, and I think the other one's D2, but anyway, I've got them both out, and what I've started to do here is to fill the sink marks, which I've done on these two. It needs a bit, no, that's smooth now, no, it needs a touch. It might be covered up, I'm not sure, but I've actually done a dimple there, and I've actually just done it now, so that's going to be sitting there for a little while, and along with this one's been done, and that's got it in there. That's okay, because that just is powder. It'll come out when I clean it, and I've actually filled the sink mark there. I don't know whether you see it or not, but it's worth doing. So they're going to, that's got to wait for the rest of the day now to dry up. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be flicking a bit, because once I've as it goes up to here, we start doing the old D2, which is the other one, as you see over there. So no problems there. Excuse me. So what I'm going to be doing is doing that, and then doing that together once I get that, so they're done. And then basically what I'm going to be doing now is starting on the breech area, and this is step 21. So I'll be cutting those bits off in a minute and then cleaning them up, and I'll show you a bit of cleaning up, but then go back and just do it off camera, because it takes a lot of film up when you think about it. So that's it. So I'm doing quite well. I'm going to use this 3D printed bit for the actual, which goes at basically there. I've had to cut the pegs off because they weren't lining up with the ones that are actually in the kit, which I'm going to try and do. So I'm going to get some plastic card the same thickness, and then smooth this down, and then put glue them on, and then put them in, because it's got to be that way up. And yeah, but funny enough, it's quite funny because that's the bottom, and you don't see all that. Or is it the other way around? Yeah, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Goes that way. So that's okay, because that looks a bit more like it would be a bit few used, and that's it. So I'm going to be doing that as well. So that'll be doing that. So we're going to start on this bit next, and carry on with that once these two bits have been cleaned, that you can see over there. So that's it. So I'm going to go offline now, just to do some snipping off and cleaning up. I might show a bit of snipping off, and a bit of cleaning up. I'll save a bit to do at the end so that you can see me do it, but you've seen me cleaning bits and pieces together, but I just put it all together on camera when it comes to it. Right then, see you in the next segment.